All right, students, we are going to do the ALEKS help video here and reading aloud. It says in the circle below, C is the center. Okay, center. KG is a diameter. Whenever you have a diameter, you should trace, stretch, sweep. Just always get in the habit of the word diameter, trace, stretch, sweep. It says right here that IF intersects at G, which makes this a tangent. Tangent. DH intersects the circle at 2 points, E and G, which makes this a secant. All right. Use the information to find the following. A chord is a segment whose endpoints are on the circle. So that would be like E to G would be a chord. In this case, E to G would be a chord from here to here. Okay, also a chord would be K to G. K to G, that's a chord. Chord endpoint on the circle. Secant. Secant goes through the circle at 2 points. So that would be something like DH, the line. That is a secant. It goes through the circle at 2 points. That's a secant. Tangent means to touch. Tangent means to touch. So the tangent line would touch would be like J to F. Trace that. That is a tangent, and it's a line, and it means to touch at a single point. So that's a tangent. Tangent means to touch. All right, taking a look here, it says there was 1,125 books. So that's number of things at Sid Roth Bookstore. The table below shows these books organized by genre, like mystery, romance, self-help, etc. The information is presented in a circle graph. Come back to that. Our goal is to find the measure of the central angle, which is right here, for the self-help, which is right there. Now, the basic equation of this is you're going to do the part of something over the whole of something equals part of something over whole. The only trick here is what defines the whole. And you have to think of it as 3 different things because it's a graph. It's called a pie graph or a circle graph. So 3 different things. One, you can look at it as degrees going around. Just trace it like this. And if it's degrees, your whole is 360 degrees. So 1 is degrees. Another whole is you think percent. If you fill the whole circle graph there, it's going to be 100%. Right. So if it's percent, your whole is going to be 100 because that would be the whole percent. And then the third way you can see the whole is whatever the total number is. Total number of things. All right. And you're going to be using 2 of these. So we look at what we have. Our part here for self-help is going to be 261 books over our whole, which is this things here, which is 1,125. So on the left, it's things. On the right, we want this X degrees. So degrees is here, which means our whole is 360. There's X degrees. So to solve for this, you simply cross multiply. So part over whole equals part over whole. What changes is the whole. Whole 360 degrees, whole percent, or whole number of things. Down here, it says right here below the piece of center, so darken that. That's the center. QR, the arc, and here to here, 76. And QS is a tangent. Tangent means touch. Right off the bat, we have both inscribed angles and we have tan chords. So you just want to get in the habit, darken all the ons. Darken all the ons because you're going to be using Post-it notes. Yeah, Post-it notes. All right. All right. Now, ALEKS asks you to find two specific things. My recommendation is you never simply look for what ALEKS wants you to look for. You just find everything possible. And then you go and you do those two. So let's check. This is a central angle. So you guys help me. Measure of a central angle to its arc. Same. So if this is 76, this is also 76. All right, and now we're going to see what else we can find. See that right there? That's an on. And what we're framing is a tan chord. Right here. What we just framed is a tan chord. And the song, the tan chord angle is the same as the one inscribed. So if this is 76, this is an on, it's half. And you do 76 divided by 2. And we're going to get 38 right there. And let's see what else we can find. So it wants us to find QPR. So here's QPR. Look, we already have it. It's going to be 76. And the next one it wants us to find is RQS. R is right here. QS, and we just got that one. It is 38. Make sense? Yes? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have here. IK is a diameter. We'll stop right there. IK, trace, stretch, sweep. Always go both ways. And IL is a tangent. Let's just trace that and write the word tangent. And we're only given one piece of information. IL is 126, and that's the arc. So that's from here to here. So that's 126. Once again, you're given two things to find. Ignore it. Just find everything possible. Ladies, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready to go? All right. From here to here is how much? 180. Great. How can I find this guy? There, do it. Do it. If you need a calculator, you may use one. What you got there, Kenzie? 54 it is. All righty, guys. Let's see what else we can find. Over here is 180. Right? Okay. Remember, we always do arcs before angles, just as a general rule. You always try to find all the arcs. Now we're going to find the angles. Look what we got here. That's an on. So we're going to frame it up because it's inscribed. So go ahead and frame up this angle. It's inscribed. Inscribed angles equal half of the arc. So go ahead. Find the squiggle. What you got? 27. Yes, ma'am. 27. Let's come over here. Guess what? There is another, this right here that I'm framing. This is a tangent chord. It's also an on. So it's also going to be half the arc. So 126 divided by 2. Go ahead and find that. Excellent. So this is 63, that angle there. And last but not least, let's frame the other direction. It's also a tan chord right there. Peyton, coming your way. Right. You don't need a calculator for this, too. Sweep the angle. See that angle there? Okay, it's grabbing how many degrees? 180, you're right. So what would make this? It's also an on, so it's half. Oh, 90? 90, you got it. Okay. Now that you kind of found everything, now it's super easy to pick these off. That's an angle, J-I-L. Let's trace it. J-I-L. So it's that black angle. So we're going to add 90 plus 27. What do we get? We get 117. And then we went to J-I-K. It's also an angle. Where'd J go? Is that J? Darn. Is this J right here? That's J? Yeah. J-I-K. We already have it. What is it? Yeah, you got it. 27. All right, moving right along. Good deal. So 7. What's the next one? Is that it? Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, okay, we skipped it. That's right. I don't do an example of every single problem. All right, taking a look here is we're going to, step number 1, we're going to trace it. Just trace it. We're going to identify what kind of angle this is. And it is a chord. All right. This is a chord, and a chord has an in. Because it's in, that equation, remember, is a plus sign. So it's angle equals arc plus arc over 2. We're going to go ahead and it says the arc is 83, and that is A to B. 83. And then here we have C to D is up here, and that's 101. And it's asking for the angle AEB, which is this angle, which is the same as that. So now we're going to do circle, plug, chug. We have the arc, so right over here. So angle equals, we don't know that. We're just call that X, equals big arc, 83, plus the smaller arc, 101, over 2. Go ahead and do the math. And we get 92, and whatever's over there is also over here because of vertical angle. So it's important you trace, then you identify the equation, and then circle, plug, shot. Last one is in the figure below, angle AEB is 51. So put your pencil on A. Go to EB, that's right here. That's 51 degrees. The arc C to D is 35. And we're going to be finding A to be the arc, X degrees. This is, glad you asked, this is an out. So out, in is add, out is a subtraction. So it's going to be angle equals the big arc minus the little arc over 2. And a circle plug check. In this case, our big arc is X. Our little arc is 35. And Peyton, what are we given though? We're given the what? 51. Which is the what? Is it an arc or an angle? So the 51 goes on this side. So sometimes you have to work backwards. We're going to pop this over 1. We're going to cross multiply and solve. Watch your algebra skills here. We're not subtracting 35. Kenzie, what are we doing? The opposite of subtraction is? Yes, ma'am. So we're going to add. Just be careful with that. Cancels. So here, the measure of arc AB is going to be 137 degrees. Which is fine because it's a minor arc and it's less than 180.